it's Chris. Welcome to your reading. Today we are going to be tapping into the energy of the full moon in Aquarius. So I've got my tarot deck here to shuffle up to give us some guidance along our path. As with any collective tarot reading, simply take the guidance that helps you today and leave the rest. What do we need to know for this full moon in Aquarius? What do we need to know collectively for this full moon in Aquarius? What do we need to know collectively for this full moon in Aquarius? What do we need to know for this full moon in Aquarius? Okay, some cards already flipped over. Is that everything? Yes. Okay, so first I have 5 of Cups in reverse. I have the 7 of Pentacles. And I have the Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's a bit of a trickier energy surrounding this full moon. And we're having to be quite patient and quite disciplined in the work that we're putting in towards our future. So with the 5 of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Wands in reverse, I do see us willing to let go of some old frustrations, old thought patterns, old complaints that were perhaps holding us back. I think we're seeing and recognizing that we get out the effort that we put into something, and sometimes if something is a longer term project that requires lots of diligent, methodical, habitual progress day after day after day, it makes sense that the progress day by day will seem quite small, but will add up to something quite larger over the long term. But without that instant gratification, it can feel like all your effort is for naught. But with this Knight of Wands in the reverse, this is feeling like we're learning to sink in to longer term manifestations. We're not expecting something to appear immediately or to be the quickest. We're kind of realizing, okay, if I want something 3 months from now, I have to be habitual and diligent in the small details for the next 90 days, essentially. And with this 5 of Cups in reverse, this is feeling like we're really letting go of the woe is me storyline for this full moon. So I would recommend giving lots of gratitude for all the hard work you have put in thus far towards whatever goal or whatever lifestyle change it is that you've been manifesting over these last couple of weeks. I would really pause and give thanks to yourself and all the diligent effort that you have made so far. And, you know, if there is room for improvement or areas where you feel like you could have done a little bit better, there's also space for that as well. But again, the overall energy for this full moon is feeling like you're recognizing that you're having time to really go after every single goal that you want to achieve, and that life is long, and so you need to fill out life with short-term goals as well as longer-term goals to work towards, or else the interim, the waiting in between these shorter-term goals, they can start to feel less and less satisfying because you're going to want that instant gratification. So the energy of this full moon is really about giving thanks for longer term goals, because they are what keep us going and keep us looking into the future, while we're staying rooted in the present and while we have been learning from our past. Those longer term goals and vision, it's very 9th house energy, I'm thinking, which is Sagittarian in nature, where it thinks about like, ooh, long term philosophical vision. But this full moon's also in Aquarius, so that also thinks about, I also think about networks and some futuristic type of visionary thinking as well. So the energy I'm feeling around this full moon is lots of longer term vision, and I'm thinking very forward thinking. So if during this full moon you receive certain ideas or creative downloads that you want to implement over the next couple of weeks, I would take note of them. And if it's something that you can't accomplish overnight, don't be deterred by that. I think now is a great time to lean into those longer term goals, something that you can work on through this fall transition into the winter time even. I think that is a wonderful use of this energy because it's very slow moving in nature. It feels like the opposite of instant gratification. This feels like slow, diligent effort over time, which feels very much like the Virgo energy we're about to enter into with Virgo season beginning very soon. So thank you so much for tuning into this full moon message. I hope you found it helpful, and take whatever resonates and leave the rest. If you're interested in booking a private reading, you can explore the link in my bio for what that might look like for you. Thanks so much. Bye.